I didn't even realize that. Spawn apparitions. Yes. Yep. Okay. There's just certain options I have to make sure that are set, and I did not check those, so... Okay, anyways. We'll start the run on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. So as you can see, I keep my frames capped at 60. Now, the reason why we do this is to make the game fair, because some people cannot run at higher frames. But also, if you run at anything above 60, it causes the game to act really weird, such as when you're inside animations and your character tries to catch up, it can't. Also, what you just saw me do right there was I did the tutorial skip. So once you load into that area, if you hold left and you just start mashing your dash, there's a chance you can make it over that fence and you can skip the tutorial. Now, doing that though has some caveats, such as if I get into a fight with an enemy, it'll teleport me back to the area that I'm in. And you know, you don't really want that. So we'll be avoiding enemies as much as possible until we get to the first save point. Because once you save, it nullifies all of that, and then you're able to just move on and do the run normally. As you can see, I just kind of wait until they're a little bit closer to the bushes, and then we just skip right past them. So right here, he's explaining to you how to save your game and how to make items for your characters. We're not going to be making too many items for our characters. We have one item that we're actually interested in getting, and funny enough, it comes right from the beginning right here. So those pink sparkles you see on the ground are going to be moves that you can unlock for your characters by using crafting materials. But that first one that we get in the game is the most important one because it has this thing called Spooky Gauge. And we want Spooky Gauge because it allows us to do tons of damage once we actually craft them. Nice. He's done for. And he missed. So when we kill these guys, we're hoping for respites and dirt, but we only got respites, which is still good. We just want at least one of those things. All right. And now right here, I'm going to fight this mage, and we're hoping that we get a flower to drop. If not, it's not the end of the world, so we'll be moving on. No issues. So we didn't get a flower, but we did hit level 5, which is also very important. All right, so now that we're level 5, we're just going to move on because we did not get a flower. So we're going to skip this next fight right here. And now we're going to come over here. We're going to talk to them. And at the end of this conversation, you're going to be handed a new companion. It's supposed to be like the healer of the group, but we don't really use it a lot. After the first boss, we'll unlock another figment, and we'll just end up replacing it, and we'll never see that figment again in the entire run. So, not that important. Alright, let's grab the farm key. We're going to be using this for later to get some dirt. As I said, dirt and respite are very important. The reason why those items are important is because that's how we make our spooky gauge. We need at least 6 spooky gauges for the run. We're going to be equipping 3 on our main figment, and then 3 on another figment we get later in chapter 2. If we get more than 6 spooky gauges, that's also really good as well, so nothing wrong with that. It's actually really good if you get more than 6, but you know, it's not necessary to get more than 6. All right, we have a little skip coming up right here. We're gonna ramp off of a bench coming up and flip onto a wall to get up on top of a cliffside. So right here, I'm gonna kind of go up this stool, just like that. So as you can see, I start pausing, and if you're wondering why I'm pausing, enemies for some reason can't detect you when you pause. So we use pause to escape enemies from attacking us. And I wasn't sure if the developer wanted that in there or if that was just an oversight, but we use it in the speedrun because it just makes dodging enemies so much easier, so much faster, more reliable, and keeps you safe. All right, so right here we're meeting Adrian. Adrian is the main protagonist of this story. I'm not looking to explain the story to you. I don't know. There's a lot to explain. All right, but Adrian bumps his head. All of a sudden, you also get a headache, and we leave. So we're gonna sit here and talk to Mary. Mary's gonna show us a cave, and after she shows us the cave, she's gonna give us our third figment buddy. And this figment is actually one of the most important figments in the entire run, because it gets an ability that allows you to attack more than what you're supposed to. So we'll be using that during the first boss. And that figment, by the way, his name is Callousness. Alright, let's head into that cave that she showed us during the cutscene. In here, there's a couple bats. Bats are the worst enemy in my opinion. They have incredible movement speed, so you want to make sure that you're like timing your pauses and getting to bushes as fast as possible. Alright, now that we're out of the cave, we're going to dash 1, 2, 3 pause. Okay, the reason why we do that is we want that vampire to get as far away as possible so it doesn't bother us while we collect this shovel and this flower. Okay, hit the bushes. If you couldn't tell, bushes give me stealth, allowing me to stay invisible to enemies. As long as you stay in a bush, you're invisible. But once again, if you don't have a bush to stay in, you can also just pause the game and you'll go invisible. Huzzah! Nice. We got a good rotation. The other vampire wasn't by the stairs. All right, we're gonna pick up an aspect gem, and then there's gonna be a key right here. So that key will open that gate for us, which is very important. All right, coming up, we're gonna have a major skip coming up. It allows us to skip the first official boss in the run, so we don't have to fight it, which is really cool because the boss is a menace, and we just don't want to deal with that. Okay, I didn't get it. Try it again. Okay, didn't get it. Okay. Got it, got it. Okay, third time's the charm. Alright, so instead of going up to the boss trigger, we're going to go out of bounds, and we are going to bypass the boss trigger. I am back. I'm back. I'm gonna do, I'm doing 4 games back to back. As long as my mental can withstand doing 4 games back to back. Nice. Nice. The bat actually worked with us? That's so sick. Okay, so we didn't have to worry about that bat. So if you get touched by that bat, it is game over. There is nothing you can do about it. You just have to reset your run. Even on a no reset, there's nothing you can do, and you're pretty much hard locked. A website designer? Sick. Is it Chibi? I mean, not Chibi, but Ghibli? I called him Chibi. I can't believe I just called him Chibi. That's so funny. Oh my god. I want to... Honestly, though, when you brought up the marathon thing, I want to remake the Discord. Dude, I miss it. I miss it so much. I miss holding competitions. I miss seeing runners do absolutely crazy things to come out on top. But I had to delete it. If I didn't delete it, I wasn't ever gonna walk away, which was gonna be bad for me because I needed to focus on my work and other things, and it was just taking over. And I really, after the contract got signed at work, I was like, okay, it's either I keep doing this and I spend more time, or I just stay at, I just focus on work for a little bit and then come back. And then I end up hurting my hand, and so I really had no choice but to focus on work. And then physical therapy, and many, months later, here we are. Alright, so he's gonna hand me a torch. I'm gonna use this torch to light things. Funny enough, when I'm doing my speedruns of this, my split is called mini torches, because you light so many torches in this section. I'm not too worried about that. I know that you're... I am not worried about that. I know that you are doing much better. I also, to be honest, wasn't really in the mental space to be doing it myself. So... after a while, it started wearing on me as well. Alright, I got the lockpicks. I dodged the mushroom. Our first boss in the run is behind that door, but there is no skip to get beyond that door. We have to find 3 keys, which is actually very simple to find. But we have to get the keys anyways because we need the experience and the materials. So this will be our first fight. Oof. Oof, oof. Okay, this might be really bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yeah, this is really bad. I can save this. I can save this. Oh yeah, I got this. I got this. We're good. Okay, that went a little bad. That went a little bad. That went just not as good as I wanted it to, but we did save it, which is nice. Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that in the mic. No! I did not want to waste any smoke bombs, and I had to waste a smoke bomb. Smoke bombs are so important, and I end up wasting one right there. No. Oh, it's over for him. Nice. Oh my god, more dirts and more respites. We are getting so lucky with the drops. So lucky with the drops. Maybe we can start by hosting a small community marathons as well. I'd be down with that. I also want to do more rival runners, dude. That was a lot of fun. Getting people to play games that they've never played before against each other was a ton of fun. It like really pushed people to like, you know, do their best. Nice. The bat was over there. Okay. Nice. The turtle's over there. Oh my god. Amazing rotations. Nice. And I got the box to open up. I could hear it before I started the fight. So use my smoke bomb and I can just leave. I ain't gotta worry about opening the chest. Sound cues are very important. Ooh, god, that bat just scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Aha. Can't do anything to me now because I got an Aether up this time. Well, this is a fast fight. 2 respites, no dirt. I don't care. Respites are so very important. Damn, we actually got 4 unspooky gauges already, which is insanity. 4 of them. Crazy. Oh, and he didn't even attack. Okay, well, it's over. It's over. Easy win. Nice. Holy crap, that went so well. I'll take that. Alright. Yeah, the only thing I would recommend is full playthroughs before game choices. I don't think I would have been so mad if I could play the game at more than 2 FPS. Yeah, I mean, that one game was really, really bad. I will never forget. I don't remember what it was. It was like something with a P. But I will never forget the artwork and how destructive that game was to both you and Skeed's mental. Oh, man. What a game. If you could even call it a game. Well, I see that Deleted Geek has a Discord and Joey's in there, and then there's still people from the Help High community, such as you, Xanaru. It wasn't Joey. What? No, not Joey. There's another one that was in there. But I'm pretty sure we could find a lot of the people from the old community. Clash, I still have Clash on Steam. I have a lot of people on Steam because I had to gift them games. So I'm pretty sure I can just message them and be like, hey, y'all down to do some more community events? All right, first boss down. Act 1 is halfway through. Oh, wait, what am I doing? See, this is what happens when you don't play a game in so long and you gotta derust. You kind of mix up your movements on where you're supposed to go. Also, I love how because I teleported and I'm using dash, you can't hear it. It sounds all glitched out. It was going to be called Mismatch Night, where people put a game that they run into a pool and players can choose someone else's speedrun for a weekend to see how well they do. That'd be sick. That'd be really cool. Like a secret Santa, but it's like a secret speedrun type thing. You put yours in and people pull out like a random number generator type thing. I'd be down. All right, time to do the mountain climbing glitch. We're gonna go over past these 2 trees, flip, and out of bounds. Let's go. Boop. All right, now that we're out of bounds, we're gonna head over to a certain wall that has a certain slope on it, and we're gonna climb up that slope all the way back in bounds, and we're gonna complete this entire area like 30 minutes faster than you're supposed to, because that is the power of out of bounds. All right, so this wall right here with this slope, we're gonna hit this wall and then we're just gonna climb up it. Dude, I love glitches as well, especially things like this that are just so simple. Like, what? All right, now up the wall, up the wall. We're just gonna keep zigzagging up the wall. And we are there. Now this glitch wouldn't work, but there's a cutscene right here. It all comes together. There's a cutscene beyond this tree, and it drags you back in bounds. If it wasn't for this cutscene, that glitch would not work. So we owe it all to this one cutscene that works. Because you can't get back in bounds when you're out of bounds. So it just happens to be so perfect. All right, we get our next figment. This is going to be the one that replaces our healer. All right, so we just replaced our healer with our AoE attacker. See, that's exactly why we get rid of the healer, because we want those AoE attacks. AoE is going to be very important, as later on, most fights are going to be 2Vs or 3Vs type things, so always make sure you got that AoE person on you. And that's going to be the other figment that we equip all of the other enhancements to. We're going to give the unspooky gauges to our AoE attacker. So coming up right here, there's going to be an anvil. We're going to interact with it. We end up getting 7 unspooky gauges, which is phenomenal. That means that we're going to be doing tons of damage. Technically, it's okay. It's very rare to get 7. You usually always end up with 6 because of how dirt is just really... Damn it. Dirt is just really rare. I could have paused right there and skipped this fight, but I didn't pause because I thought I could squeeze around him. But dirt's rare, but if you do get a lot of it, just from the 3 chests you fight in the first dungeon, you have a very tiny chance of making 7 unspooky gauges. All right, here comes the second boss. Nice, okay. Don't poison them, though. Don't poison them. Don't poison them. Nice, okay. Great RNG. We didn't get poisoned. And I got no flowers. Oof. That's okay. It's whatever. We're gonna lose a little bit of time because we didn't get any flowers from the boss. It's all RNG, but flowers are the most important item you can get, and you need 3 of them in the run. There's 3 you can pick up in the run, and then you have a chance at getting some from enemies. But sadly, I didn't get any from enemies, and so I have to pick up the 3 in the game. And because of that, I'm gonna have to do a fight without one of the important upgrades. So it's gonna be a little bit slower. But if I would've got lucky and got flowers right there, I could have gotten the upgrade early and then used it on that fight that I'm talking about, and the fight would have been faster. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't fight RNG. RNG fights you. Alright, we are moving into the very final part of this chapter. And then I'm done with chapter 1 and moving on to chapter 2, where I play as Mary. Okay, so right here there's going to be an enemy. I really have to make sure I dodge him because I've already used a lot of smoke bombs. So I've used way more smoke bombs than I should have already. Because I was being careless and not wanting to pause the game to skip the enemies. All right, the final boss of this chapter is that guy that you just saw up there on the cliffside, the guy with the Fu Manchu mustache. We're going to make him, and we're gonna have another NPC that's following us. The guy with the glasses, so the geeky looking ghost behind us. Him and that guy, once you defeat him, will ascend finally. So you're gonna help them move on into the afterlife. Pop, 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 pop. So if you have your FPS above 60 right here, these ghosts will cross the bridge while your ghost will stay staggered behind and won't be able to catch up. So when the cutscene finishes, you'll actually be only partway across the bridge. And so it's actually a time waste with your FPS higher. So you just want to cap it at 60 and just keep it there. Alright, we're going to skip a frog right here. I'm going to go up into these upper bushes to make sure my dashes can... Oh, he's underneath the rock. It doesn't even matter. Oh, it's this bush. Alright, there's another frog coming up that I gotta dodge in a small corridored area. Nice. Okay, I got to the bush beside him before he could get me. And then same thing right here, another small little section, but there's a frog that's right here. Oh, see? I thought I was... Oh, man, I thought he was further up, and so I dashed through the bush and I still touched him. I have one smoke bomb left. This is looking really, really bad. Oh god. I almost had no smoke bombs left. So, hopefully, I can get past... There's a bat coming up that I have to light 6 torches. And if the bat touches me, obviously I have to fight it. But I can use my last smoke bomb. But that means that every other fight throughout the rest of the game, all 3 chapters remaining, I cannot get into a fight. Otherwise, I have to actually fight them. And as you can see, I'm not fighting a lot. So I'm staying under-leveled. Like level 13. Kind of under-leveled. So getting in fights is not good. It's not good for you. So right here, this bat, hopefully I have no issues. Okay, that was simple. Okay, it's this bat right here that I'm talking about that I'm going to try to do without Oh my god. Okay. I could hear the bat pop, pop. You could hear the exclamation points popping above his head. Alright, final fight. So this fight is pretty scripted, as in the enemies always do the same moves at the beginning, which is nice because it allows us to set up very easy. So they're going to power themselves up, but they're not actually going to attack us. So this allows me to aether up, no issues, and then they're going to power up, and then she's going to power up, boom. Okay. That went really well. Once again, very easy fight though, because they always power up at the beginning, allowing you to aether safely. And aethering up allows you to attack twice in 1 turn per character. And then I have limit break as well that allows me to attack 3 times in one turn with one of my characters. So I can, it's like having haste, I guess, is a good way of putting it. Just allows me to attack way more than my opponents. All right, sub 30-minute chapter 1. Nice. Nice. That's really good time. 29, let's see, when it goes black, I'll know. 29:47? Hey, that's like really good. Alright, so now we're going to see what happened with everybody else when we got pushed into the swamp. So you're going to see Adrian explode and is going to knock the main character and her down and then run away. And so now you're going to take over Mary, who's the pink ghost that you see, and you're going to follow Adrian all the way to the desert. So there is a potential skip right here. But the game has a really weird flag system where if you skip any of the dialogue triggers, you can't beat the game. So even though we can go out of bounds here and skip this entire area, we miss one dialogue trigger on the bridge, and then it hard locks the game. So sadly, the skip is completely useless until chapter 4. Which is kind of cool. Like the skip didn't actually become completely useless. It's just you can't use it in chapter 2. You can only use it in chapter 4. But you know, we still get to use it, I guess. That's a good thing. All right, so here's the dialogue right here. That dialogue check right there, because he gives you a figment. You need to get that figment, otherwise the game's like, nope. Easy peasy. Nice. Able to grab the map, do a quick little teleport, and now we are heading over to, it's kind of funny. Earlier, oh my god. Okay, he just like glitched. Anyways, in an earlier chapter, when I did the rock climbing glitch where I climbed up that wall by going out of bounds, I picked up a key called Trail Key, but I never used that key. Even though I picked it up in chapter 1, the game still registers that I have that key. Like it still thinks I have that key, even though I'm no longer in chapter 1. Okay? So the good thing about this key is that there is a gate in chapter 2 that requires a trail key. So instead of us having to find this trail key, we're just going to use the one from chapter 1 and skip the whole section. And that's why we pick up that one trail key, but we never use it until now. I love this song. It's my favorite song on the whole OST. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this map. I just grabbed that flower that you saw. As I said, flowers are very important. That gives me 2 flowers now. I just need 1 more flower and I can get the upgrade. So I have a fight coming up here, and it's all RNG. You can save a ton of time right here, or you can waste a lot of time here because it's all RNG. Those 3 leaves right there, they all have an ability to freeze your figments. And one of the figments that you have, your AoE attacker, can actually end that fight really fast. I mean, super fast. But if it gets frozen, different story. So what you want to do is pray, like you want to pray that when you get into the fight, they freeze every one of your figments except your AoE attacker. Or they don't freeze at all and they use their other attack. So we're gonna Aether. We're gonna Aether. Nice. Okay. We're gonna Aether. No. Okay, he froze. Nice. No. Okay. No freezing on him. So now. There you go. So, lucky enough, I end up not getting frozen. He ended up freezing Regret, and then they missed their other 2 attacks. Like, the RNG on that was crazy. They didn't have to miss, and they missed 2 of their freezes. Oh my god. So happy. Alright, now after that fight, I picked up a map earlier in this section. So that map is actually very important because it allows us to get out of bounds. So instead of taking the route that the game wants you to take, you're going to open up your map, you're going to go back down to Central Outbound, and you're going to diagonally dash into this wall. And then now you're out of bounds. And you're going to take this out of bounds all the way up, and it'll teleport you to the next area. Instead of having to walk the path all the way there. Oh. Now, right here, there's a skip to get across this fence without having to talk to these people. But once again, if you skip any dialogue, like the dialogue triggers, the game will not let you to proceed. As in, when you get to the next area, it'll be like, sorry, can't do that. So yeah, gotta make sure that you hit those triggers. Alright, we're heading into the snow area. This is about halfway through chapter 2. The snow area, as if you can see my pinned comment inside chat, I said that this is a no reset run unless I hard lock. So coming up, by the way, that's the trail key I was talking about. But coming up, there is a skip that if you do it, if you move your character, and I mean just a smidgen off course, it'll hard lock the entire game and send you all the way back to the beginning of the game. That's not even a joke. So if you mess this up, it is 100% reset and there's nothing you can do about it. It sends you all the way back to the beginning. So, yeah, lot of pressure, to make sure that this doesn't screw up. Otherwise, I'm going to count this as a DNF and I will move on to Promenade. Because I'm not going to do another 40 minutes of a run just to hard lock again. So we're going to see what happens. Now, funny enough, this skip only saves like 4 seconds. Maybe 4 seconds. But it can also ruin your entire run. Ain't that nifty? Okay, so right here, there's a tree that you're going to hug and you're going to climb up. Okay, it worked. It worked. It worked. We didn't soft lock. I mean, we didn't hard lock. Woo! Oh my god. My heart started going for a second. I was like, what if I barely drop and then it hard locks? Alright, we are out of the snow area and we are now moving into the last part of the second to last part of chapter 2 where I go to Raven. So what I'm gonna do right here, I need to hug this wall so that bird doesn't see me so I can get up here without being harassed by that bird. Otherwise, it will actually chase you to the log and then it'll block your path. So you just want to stay out of view of the bird so they don't block your path. Otherwise, the chances of getting around them are pretty slim. Even if you pause the game, they'll just stay on the log. And I only have one smoke bomb left. So if I use this last smoke bomb, the rest of the run is going to be pretty hard. Also, shout out to the song for reminding me of Banjo-Kazooie when you're in the temple area where you play like the soccer and stuff as a stone, like a golem type character. This song right here. That just reminds me of that part in Banjo. Sorry, Banjo-Tooie. I shouldn't say Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie. So coming up is going to be the upgrade I was talking about, that if I would have gotten lucky and would have gotten a flower off of the flower boss or the plant boss, I could have used this upgrade earlier and made this upcoming fight much faster. But I only have 2 out of 3 flowers, so Sag. So that pink orb up there, I'm gonna detour to grab that pink orb. And I'm gonna see, but I don't think I have 3 flowers. Yeah, I only have 2 out of 3. See? Alright. I just wanted to check. Maybe I might have picked one up. Created a logo for the community /marathon. I sent in Discord. Let me know what you think when you get the chance. Yeah, this run is... We're like halfway through the run, so... Once I'm done here, I will check that out. And then I'm gonna give myself a 5-minute break before I start Promenade. Alright, I have a long cutscene right here that I can't skip. So while this cutscene is playing, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh, okay. Got it. It feels good to get a drink of water. Okay, so the person that's following me, I think her name's Linda. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Linda. I could be completely wrong. It is Linda. Haha, I was right. She's going to attack me when I get close to that castle they just pointed out. And that's the fight I was talking about, that if I would have got fast burn, I could have did the fight a little bit quicker. But, you know, RNG isn't on my side. It didn't give me an extra flower, so it is what it is. All right, here we go. I'm gonna walk over there. She's gonna ambush me, and I'm going to do my best to finish this fight as fast as possible without fast burn. All right, here we go. Here we go. Aether up. Aether. Aether. No! That's embarrassing. I just missed. Whatever. That was embarrassing. Okay. So that actually went pretty well. If I would have had 4 attacks instead of 3, I could have just obliterated the first figment that Linda sends out, but I didn't have fast burn. All right, so instead of going the normal way, I have to go upstairs, and I have to go here and pick up this last flower. All right, that is the last flower I need for the run. Head over to the dialogue section, and then the next anvil I see, I'm going to make myself a fast burn. I'll equip it on Regret, unequip the spooky gauge from Regret, and I'm gonna put it on I don't remember what the name is. The other one I'm using. I cannot remember his name. Unlike Pokemon, I just, you know, I don't have the memory to remember all the names. So funny enough, in this cutscene, it's either Michael or Linda gives you a key, and it's to break through this like gate But the developer had an oversight, and there's a ledge next to the gate, that one they're showing you right here, and you can just walk across the ledge and skip the entire part. So you don't even need the key. And even though you get the key, it's just faster to take the ledge anyways, so you don't have to do the little like key mechanic that they have in the game, where it's like a little pick-locking scenario. Oh, there's no anvil right there. Okay, well then we're not going to worry about upgrading just yet then. We'll wait till we get to the desert, and then we'll crate everything. So right there, as you can see, I was able to dash around and just touch that ledge and just walk straight through. So here's one of the skips that I found. It's a waterfall skip. If you hug this cactus coming up, so let me skip over this bird. There's going to be a plant. Okay, so as I jump down here, there's a cactus that if I hug it, come on, boom, I can actually go out of bounds, go into the water, and now here there's a hard lock right here. Like if you mess up, you're gonna hard lock, but if you do what I just did, you can knock yourself back in bounds and not have to worry about you know, hard locking your character. So the reason why the game hard locks you when you're out of bounds is that sometimes your character is floating off the ground, and if you jump into a cutscene while you're still like off the ground, because there's no jump mechanics in this game, the game doesn't know why you're in the air, and so it just thinks that, okay, well that's the ground. But then there's no more ground around you, so you're just stuck in the air and you can't move. And during this speed run, we don't save. We don't hit any save points. We don't hit any checkpoints. We don't do any of that because that wastes time. So if you hard lock yourself and reset back to checkpoint, it sends you all the way back to the very beginning of the game. Because once again, you haven't checkpointed, you haven't saved. So yeah, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. I think it's the next area I can upgrade. Or it's the area after this. Okay, it's the area after this I can upgrade. Go. Really? He would not turn around. He just kept going the same way that I was trying to go. Pretty proud of myself. I haven't used my last smoke bomb, which is really nice. I haven't ran into anybody. I haven't had any like miss encounters. So I'm still hanging on to that one and only smoke bomb. All right, this is the area I can upgrade. All right, the whole game is now changed. Now that I have fast burn, this is a whole different scenario now. Like all these fights are just going to be, I'm going to mollywomp them from the straights, like from the start. All right, I have one more skip coming up. So there is a boss in this area. It's a cactus that you're supposed to fight. And it's a pretty hard boss. But one of the runners when this game first came out, one of the original runners when we all started together, there's like 3 of us. They found out if you go over to this cactus, you can actually climb up it and get up here. And the boss trigger is on the other side of this fence. So as long as you hug the outskirts, you won't hit the boss trigger, and you can just skip the boss, just like that. Bam, no boss. And then right here, it allows you to get back in bounds. And so what you do is you come right here, and you start climbing up, and then boom, you're back in bounds. There it is. Like these skips just somehow work. Like they shouldn't work. but they do. Because it just comes together to where every one of these skips has a weird angle that pushes you back in bounds. If those angles just didn't exist in those certain areas, none of these skips would be possible. It just all comes together, and you gotta love it. All right, this is the end of chapter 2. We are moving into chapter 3, which is the shortest chapter of them all, and then the final chapter and game over. All right, Mary and Michael are ascending, and now we're gonna be taking over as Linda. All right, chapter 3. Ba, 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 ba. All right, Linda time. So in this part, it takes away your ability to use your map, which, you know, kind of sucks because if you could use your map, you could just teleport directly where you needed to go. So I understand why they made it to where you can't use your maps to teleport. So the whole goal of this chapter is just to get back to the train station, which we didn't see at all, but there's a train station that we kind of passed in one of the sections. And so we're just trying to get back to that train station so we can fight Adrian. And then after we defeat Adrian, we move into the final chapter where we play as Adrian. We will actually be playing as the protagonist. And then we'll finish up his memories, and then it's the end of the game. So here it's just a lot of dashing. My split for this is just called holding dash because there is nothing that you do here. There's no, no skips that I can think of, except using the map to get to the train station. But otherwise, there's like no skips. At least ones that we haven't seen before. As I push my way through. There's also no fights in this chapter except at the train station because the goal is just to get back to the train station as fast as possible. So you don't want to fight anything and waste time. So I'm going to be literally dodging absolutely everything. But just a heads up, we maybe have 3 minutes left of this chapter. That's how short this chapter is. This doesn't look right. What the hell? Where the hell did I just end up at? Oh, I didn't go down. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I didn't go down, I just went right. I was like, well, this doesn't look familiar. Durr. Derusting a video game. This is what happens. All right, we're on the right spot now. Also, my dash sound is glitched out. I'm gonna hope that Mary is not hugging the fence. Mary is not hugging the fence. Perfect. All right, all I gotta do is make it back up this. Ooh. Go back up this way. And then after the cutscene that happens, once I transition here, I can use my map again. And I'm going to use it to do a skip I did earlier. Also, do you love how it just like sucked me through the fence? So like even then I don't even need to open that gate because even the cutscene just takes me through the gate. All right, here we go. After this, it's fight with Adrian and then taking over Adrian. And the first memory that you do as him is the hardest part of his entire run because you're under leveled and have to do 3 fights in a row. All right, there we go. 54 minutes. I'll know more when I get to the memories, but I'm pretty sure I'm on pretty good pace. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm on pretty good pace. I've made a couple mistakes, but it's nothing like too egregious. If I die in the first memory, which is a huge chance, when I take over Adrian, if I do end up dying, then I'll lose like 5-6 minutes. So we'll see what happens. All right, Adrian fight. Very simple fight. Very straightforward. As always, you always want to Aether up, except here you want to defend, because you can't Aether up when you have fast burn, but you also don't want to use your abilities. So right here, I'm going to attack. Do you see what I mean by how overpowered fast burn is? Do you see how many attacks I just got in a row without having to stop? A little overpowered, if you ask me. Yeah, that's fast burn for you. You can just attack and attack and attack and attack and attack, and your opponent just has to sit there as you wail on them. That's why it's super important. All right, we are moving into the final chapter in under an hour. We have 35 minutes left, maybe that, and then the run is over. So how this chapter works is that you play as Adrian, and you're going to go back from the end of the game to the beginning of the game. So now we're going to play the game backwards, but it's much quicker than actually have to go back through the whole game. It's just you're doing it backwards now. All right, this is the hardest part of the entire run. There's a high chance of dying. As I said, we are super under leveled at level 18. I'm pretty sure the enemies are 20. So even though it's only 2 levels apart, that is a huge difference in this game, 2 levels. That's a lot of damage that they can do to me if I'm not careful. All right, as I go up this next flight of stairs, I'm pretty sure it's the next one. Yeah, it's the next flight of stairs. I'm gonna run into the main character, which is the ghost that you play as in the beginning of the game in chapter 1. And I'll have to take on the fight. So here we go. This is it. I have no choice. I might... Yeah, I'm gonna be wise about this because it could go horribly wrong. I'm gonna be very smart and I'm gonna save. All right, here we go. Okay, Aether, defend, Aether. Okay, nice. He didn't poison the... Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, amazing. I just got really good RNG. Oh my god, amazing. This went so well. Okay, that's one. Next fight, next fight, next fight. This is the one that can destroy your... This fight right here can destroy your entire run. Because of the AoE attacker, he has this thing called, like, it's like a shadow attack where he blinds your characters. Oh my god, he didn't use it! That's amazing. Okay. Aether. Okay. Aether. Defend. Limit break. Missed. So that's what it does. If you saw my bar moving crazy, that's exactly what it does, and it's not good. We survived. We survived. I don't know how we survived, but he didn't. He only shadowed 2 of the teammates. If he would have shadowed Regret, it would have been done. But he didn't shadow Regret. He didn't shadow Regret. Oh my god, he didn't shadow Regret. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Dude, the RNG worked out in my favor. Okay, Aether. Defend, Aether. Okay, so right here, the goal is to take out the healer as fast as possible. So deals threat damage based on the target, player's punch deals damage. Oh. There we go. I almost messed that up. I almost did patient punch first. Never use patient punch first. Yes! Oh my god, we're done. Oh my god, we're done. I got past the gauntlet. Fuck yes, that all worked out. Great RNG. No shadow on... Oh my god, dude. I'm just so glad to be done with that. I hate the gauntlet, dude. The second fight is what makes me just, like, nervous. Just because of the shadow technique. And you end up using lightning bolt and then hit 2 instead of 4 of my figments. So... Oh my god, we're done. We're done. We're moving past the first memory. Alright, on to the second memory. Right, past the hallway, get to the ladder. I'm sorry, it's a door. So this is gonna look familiar to you from last chapter when we were at the train station. This is what I mean by we're now going through the story backwards. Now you see how we ran into Adrian. And also you can notice that the main character looks all weird right now. Like he doesn't look like himself. That's because the hint is that Adrian is the main character. He just has schizophrenia and he's using like, I don't know, he's using his memories to alter what really happened. But technically Adrian is the main character and I guess Adrian is also Mary as well. I don't know, there's a lot to it, which is probably why Adrian is pink and looks like the main character, and yeah. Also, this is a really, I think this is the chapter. This is a really cool chapter if this is the one with the graveyard in it. If you backed the game on Kickstarter, then your name is on one of these tombstones, yeah. If you back the game, you can go through here, and this is all the backers. It's a huge graveyard. You can just walk through and read everybody's name. Which I thought was cool that they decided to put everybody's name where you can see them in the game instead of like in a secret area. Like you have to go through the graveyard to beat the game, so you're gonna see the backers no matter what. Abandon hope. I still got one more smoke bomb. I got tons of hope. As long as I don't hit the penguin or the vampire, I should be good. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ba, ba, ba. All right, up this way. We're gonna go up this log. Ooh! Ooh! That's not what I wanted. I don't know why I picked that up. Nice! Okay, past the frog. All right, now to get past the bird. Where is the bird? I don't even see the bird. Okay. There's just no bird there this time. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Can I make one more unspooky gauge? Nope. Damn, could you imagine having 8 spooky gauges? Oh, what a dream come true. The final boss would be mincemeat. Get rid of that vampire. Also, that tombstone in the distance that you see back there that's sparkling, there's actually hidden figments that you can unlock as characters. You have to find these tombstones and interact with them, and then you fight them, and if you beat them, they'll become your figments. Sadly, the run doesn't use any of the unlockable figments. We just use the ones that are given to us because they do the job so well, and you don't waste time doing an extra fight. Yeah, that we just don't go for any of the unlockable figments. All right, this is the end of memory 2, moving into memory 3. So this is where the first memory started. This is how we got here before I did the gauntlet. All right, we're almost done with the run. 107. I have 8 core memories left. So this is a very fast memory because it's what we did earlier with Mary, where I did the waterfall skip. It's literally the same thing. We're just gonna do the waterfall skip, chapter's done. It's that fast. Well, I guess memory done, not chapter. So same thing, boom, boom. Oh, come on, that would have been so smooth. Nice. All right, end of memory. Okay, next one is, I'm trying to remember what the next one is. Is it the castle? Because the castle's very short too. I'm pretty sure it's the castle next. Seven left. And we're just blowing through them. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get this done. Is it the castle? It is the castle. This one's so quick. This is another quick one. You literally just go in a straight line. Like, there's nothing to this memory. Like, you can explore. Like, the point of these memories is to explore and collect stuff that you didn't collect throughout the game and to go pick up other things. Like, you can do that. That's kind of the point of these. But we're not trying to collect stronger figments. We're not trying to collect stronger items or powers. We're just trying to get all the way to the last memory so we can fight the final boss. All right. This memory is pretty much done. All I gotta do is talk to this guy and then go through the hatch. This time it's left, right? It is left. It is left. Okay, so the first one you go right, second one you go left. And memory done. $110, so about 20 minutes left. Snow level, right? This is the snow part, I'm pretty sure. It is, okay. So here we have to do some backtracking instead of actually just taking the route that we normally would. We have to go down to the bridge, hit the dialogue trigger, and then come back up here. So you teleport, then you go down this way. And then you cross this bridge, and then a dialogue trigger will hit. Boom. And then once you're done with this dialogue trigger, then you head all the way back the same way you did with Mary. Doing all the same skips, all the same everything, until you get back to Raven. So this is why I like to have more smoke bombs, because to make the last chapters faster, I mean, you don't want to fight anything, so to make it quicker, we just, you know, make our way through it as fast as possible, skipping all of the fights. And the smoke bombs, in case we do run into anything, allow us to escape a fight 100%. So if I do run into anything and it's taking up time, I can just hit a smoke bomb. Oh, I forgot. You can't go around that one. Also, right here, I'll get one more power up. So I got the torch and the shovel. I guess I shouldn't call power up an item. I get a shield that breaks walls. But the funny thing is, though, is we use it to break one wall in the entire run. So we get this power up at the very end, and we use it one time. Even though if you were to do like a 100% run or all figments run or anything like that, it'd be used so much because there's a lot of figments that are stuck behind these walls that you can unlock. All right, dialogue trigger. All right, up we go. I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Bill. Bill is going to hand us the shield. It is Bill. Bill was the guy we met at the very beginning that taught us how to save the game and how to even construct items. So we owe it to Bill. All right, he's gonna give it to us, and then we're gonna do that one use. Here it goes. The one use. We're gonna come down here, and there's gonna be some blocking the path. All right, that's it. That's the only time we ever use that ability. Woo! We did it. We did it. Oh yeah. So stupid. It's so dumb. So cool thing about this skip right now is that there's no cutscene here, so I can actually not worry about soft locking the game. Well, I guess hard locking the game, not soft locking it. Woo, got past him. God, I wish I could find more dirt. It'd be so cool if I could just find one more thing of dirt. Let's skip the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you see him? He was dragging me. He's like, come here, boy. You're coming with me. Yo, that's how school was, man. Grab you by the ear and drag you. Put out that fire. No reason for that fire to be on. Alright, we are almost done with this entire section. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I think getting back to Raven might be the longest section in the game, where you go from the bridge all the way through these areas again. Alright, this should be the last screen, and then it'll be the cutscene. Alright, we have one figment left to pass. It's the husky figment. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay right here, and then dash around. Nice. Alright, cutscene, and then we're gonna head into Raven, and that's it. End of memory. Alright, 5 memories remain. Next, I have to make my way through the entire snow area to get to the boat, and I have to fight jealousy. So there will be a fight in this one. So this is a unique area. You don't actually see this in the playthrough. This one is wholly unique to Adrian, because this is one of the areas that he went to escape being caught by the main character and Mary and Linda and yada yada. So this part has a couple tight corridors. There's a penguin that I always run into. I don't always run into it, but it's a high chance I do. But I'm gonna be safe. I'm just gonna pause. You don't always want to use the pause method, as it is slower, because you do have to pause the game and wait, you know, type thing for them to pass you. So it's best to try to minimize the pausing when you're escaping enemies. But sometimes you just can't help it, and it's better to just pause for a second than load into a fight that takes upwards of 7 seconds to get out of, and wasting a smoke bomb. Alright, here comes the fight. But since we have fast burn, this is going to be an incredibly easy fight. Nice. All right, so that right there unlocks jealousy for us. So yeah. We are actually going to equip jealousy now, which is awesome. So finally changing out for a new figment. We're going to jealousy here, and then now the reason why we equip him at the very end of the run is the final boss has this ability where they put on this shield, okay? Now, this shield is the worst thing ever, and if you attack them while they have it on, it'll kill you. So what you want to do as jealousy is you want to take that away from them by using, it's like thief or steal or something like that, and it takes away that ability from them so they can't use it against you. And so you can keep attacking them. All right, end of memory. I think we have 3 more left. 4 more left. But I'm pretty sure one of the, the next one, maybe it's the next one, or it's the one after the next one that's free. Okay, so the one after this is free. Like, you don't do anything. It's literally just one long cutscene. So, technically we only have 3 left, yes. This is the part that I was talking about. Like, there's no music for some reason in this section, even though there's supposed to be, but it's a bug. But this was the clip I was talking about earlier that we could have used to go out of bounds to skip this area, but we would have skipped the dialogue trigger, making the game impossible to beat. But in Chapter 4, when you come back here, you know, you're able to actually use this clip and go straight across, climb up the hill, and transition into the next area. So we're just gonna keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. All right, there you go. Easy skip. Yeah, for some reason this entire section until you get to the Outbound Central, I'm pretty sure it's called Outbound Central. Once you get there, the music will kick back in, but it just glitches out here. Nice, nice. My girlfriend's calling, but I am busy. God, it's so eerie how there's no music. All right, now we're going to skip here, get past this guy, and just like last time, all the way up the wall into Central, music will be back, and we will be at the very end of this memory. And I said the next memory is free. We don't do anything. It's one long cutscene. So, very simple. Alright, so here I just need to take the southern bridges down, so I'm going to get close to these bridges and just head down. I don't need to do anything here other than just to get to the next NPC that'll trigger our next memory. There is a hidden figment here, well I guess a unlockable figment here. If you break that and go down there, there is a an unlockable, but once again we don't go for those. Alright, end of memory here. We're still on really good pace. As I said, we only have 2 memories left because the next one is free, and then we fight the final boss. I said about 1 hour, 30 minutes. So maybe like 1:35. Alright, so since this one is just a long cutscene, once it triggers, I'm just going to take a drink of water, relax my hands for a second. Yeah, okay. Water, 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 water. God, could you imagine if this run ends up being really good? Like, even though I'm derusting and I haven't ran this game in a minute, if this ends up being really good, I'll be so happy. Alright, 2 more memories left. Like I said, 1 long cutscene, nothing I do. This next memory, there's actually a pretty cool skip here. We're gonna skip an entire boss, by hugging a wall and clipping up it into the out of bounds area and then going around the boss. So almost every boss has a skip, which is kind of funny. Like we don't fight any of the normal bosses except the flower boss in the swamp, which actually had a skip, but it was so casual friendly that casual people were finding it. And so the dev was like, all right, that one's gotta go. If casual people are finding it, then it's gotta go. There we go. I got it. Okay, here we go. And we're out of bounds. Nice. Okay, now I need to stay away from the wooden fence, and I also need to stay away from the stone wall at the same time until here. And now I'm going to drop, hug the wall and go around it by using the mountain climbing technique. Doesn't that every time we play it, you derust to get world record? I mean, that did happen last time and the time before that. That did twice. Yeah, you are right. Both the times I derusted this game before this, I ended up getting a world record. But I don't think it's going to be that simple. Not this time. Also, welcome in, Clash. It's been a minute. I keep seeing you've been playing this demo. Tell me about this demo you've been playing. I see you pop up on Steam all the time, and it's like, Clash is playing so-and-so demo. Like, memory? Maybe I'm wrong. All right, here we go. End of the memory. Last memory and then final boss. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. What is the game about though? Explain it to me. Oh yeah, by the way, Clash, we have some, me and Vex got some plans going. It's mostly Vex, but there's some plans to bring back the community and some other things. Yeah, we're in the talks again about trying this again. Get the good old community back for more random ass speedruns. Oh, dude, I want it to happen so bad. I want to come back. I want to have everybody back in the community. I want to host events again. And I know everybody misses it because everybody I've talked to that's like, oh my god, Song is back. Are you gonna do it again? I'm like, maybe, but I really want to. And then Vex was like, hey, how about it? Oh, I can't deny it now. You know, I can't say no. All right, here comes the vampire skip. Can I get the vampire skip first try, or is it gonna take me 7 tries? Okay, there's try 1. There's try 2. Okay, 3rd try is the charm. Man, every time I talk to him about speedrunning, it's the only thing I talk about. I was like, oh yeah, so we had this Discord where we did this, and like that was to me as well, like the most memorable times for me. Other than my marathons, that was like what kept me coming back. All right, how well is this gonna go? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so nervous. This fight is absolute dog ass, okay? It's dog ass. I hate this fight so much. Oh, I hate this fight so much. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Well, this was world record. World record. Okay. GG, world record.
Outbound was always kind of a nice place
By
to
3
live.
minutes.
The folks there kept themselves to themselves.
That's not even a
An
joke.
argument here and there.
Dude, what the
Sure.
fuck, Clash? Why'd you come in here and say it, dude? You can't.
That was
He comes in, he's like,
until they all
he's gonna
started
get
to
world
sick.
record because he's derusting. Okay, well, from 134 to
That cursed
131.
swamp poisoned our
Alright,
water and
cool beans.
Outbound was
I
nearly
can
wiped
finally
off
update
map
the
because of it.
boards. I'm pretty sure can somebody check, what does the
There were only a
speedrun.com
handful
say? Is it
left.
134?
Some who needed help crossing over.
134 something, right? Holy crap, did I
somebody
really
was
just
going to do
smoke
it
it by
for them.
3 minutes? 132.40? No way, dude! That's even better! Hell yeah,